2, 1. Three, two, one. Guess they're not racing to be first anymore. Only on Mondays. Actually turned this monetization on. I don't know why it was off. I've noticed it's been off and I had to turn it on afterwards, but this time I turned it on beforehand. Panel Mondays, I usually have to turn it on afterwards because it's through StreamYard, but oh well. What's up, guys? Oh, you did. You made it before him. You missed it. Outdoorsy Gallo. Hey, y'all. How's it going? I counted down. I went 3, 2, 1, and I thought one of you were going to come in right away, but it didn't happen. That would have been perfect if I had said 3, 2, 1, and a comment would have come up. I thought that would have been great. But, no. Guys just messed up my whole protocol. My whole protocol just messed up right there. Yeah, I just noticed I had to turn on the monetization for this. I have it turned on for all my settings, like on the computer for it in studio, but I noticed for well, that's okay. Not you, not outdoorsy gal. No, no, no. I was talking Richard and Nick. Always see who can be first one in. Leave first comment. Yeah, I said I had it set for monetization, and then I picked on more options before I went live on this one and looked, and then I hit it and said monetization off, and I'm like, why is it off? I never turned it off. But now it's on. I don't know. Is anyone getting ads when they come in? I know that's probably been off for a while for some reason. Well, tomorrow should be a lot of fun. Tomorrow's the first day of stalking the stalkers. Yeah. Yeah, it takes, yeah. Well, lives help. Cool. Happy birthday, Richard's brother. Said brother, right? All right. There, I said it. Now you can do a screenshot and send it to him. Um, yeah, hopefully, I don't know. First time they put him in on Wednesday. Second stock they put him in on Friday. Who knows? They might split the difference and put him in on Thursday. I didn't go today though, or yesterday. I mean, it's not usually it's not Monday, Tuesday. I learned from the other local that's and every time it's stock I know it's either Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. So I'm hoping they'll be there. Hey, what's up, Tanner? I'll be there tomorrow, and hopefully they stock, and I'll be able to film it and get out of the way right away and have a fun day fishing. If not, I'll be back again the next day and the next day until they actually stock. Really? They made you merch, or they just made merch? I'm assuming it's your merch. Cut back from shooting the park all day. Yeah, I haven't skated in what, it's been like 2 weeks, 3 weeks now. Okay. Cool, man. You have to rock it on the panel next time. Is that what the picture is? You with the guitar? Or with a cross? Season for cormorants? Really? Nice. Huh. Season for cormorants, huh? What stylist we got? Stylist? Or do you mean graphic designer? I do all my graphic designs myself. All the ones, all my merch on my site's all done by me. Remember, I had a clothing store. I did all the merch for that too. Oh, cool. Okay, kill him, but you gotta take him. I wish they'd start that everywhere. At least limit the population some. I think down south at Pudding Stone where I used to fish, place got I'm looking for it. Okay. Yeah, no, I do all my own. I said I had my clothing store for 11 years. I did all the design for the shirts and everything for that. Oh, and I did Florida Custom Tackle. I did his logo for him. They used to come to our lake because the coots were crazy. Coots just got overpopulated, and fishing game used to come in and like shoot a bunch of them down. Oh yeah, they're fish eating machines, man. Oh yeah, they can eat like 3, 4 fish a day, 5 fish a day, and you get like 50 or 60 of them in a flock. Yeah, yeah, but ours is just because the coots go up and eat all the grass and do the grass, and we used to get them. They used to get in the lake by the hundreds, and fishing game used to come in sometimes. And just thin the herd. Boom, 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 boom. Just shoot them and collect them and take them away. Those birds are very bad too. Those friggin' mud hens. Just because they destroy all the grass. If you have grass anywhere around a pond or a lake, they just eat it all up. They're eating machines, but for grass. So what's your design look like? Does it look like that? Is it angry? Does it have a guitar in it? We should do that here. I don't know. That was back in like the late 70s, early 80s. I don't know if they allow them to do it anymore. No. I can make you one like that then. I'll get some of the images from Nick. Frig, I still need a logo. Yeah, I did one. I did one for Florida. I did an intro for NJ Scratcher. I didn't do a logo for him, but I did a little thing. Not what we do here is oil eggs. That helped. No, this was early on. I said, the one with the smile. And Richard Strello, Richard Wait Gray, isn't it? Richard, what do you go by? Richard Gray or Richard something? But yeah. Yeah, cool. And you with the Joker face on. Green. Yeah. They'll sell millions, man. Yeah, I don't know. I do them. I don't know. I have a bunch of stock stuff. I mean, if you can send me some ideas, I don't know. It's kind of what Florida did. He just kind of sent me some images and said, I want it kind of out of this and that. And then I just put it together for him. I put like 5 or 6 together. I sent him like 5 or 6 different designs. Yeah, it's fun. So I did it for 11 years for my clothing store. So, and if you look at my, well, look at my, have you looked at my Outdoorsy Girl? Have you looked at my merch site? I'll bug you. Oh, I have fun doing it. I don't know if you looked at my merch site. I don't know. I don't think anybody has a link. It's in the link of my videos, not my lives, but if you go to my uploaded videos, my show videos, in the description there's a link. It's on Teesprings. Teespring. But you go in there, I think I have like, how many do I have? Like 40 designs, I think? 30? 30 or 40, I think. I have a lot of designs on there. Just went kind of nuts. Oh, and I did a backpack. That's kind of cool. I did a CCB camo backpack. That link's on there too. It's with the hats. But if you want to do merch, yeah, Teesprings is really good. It's what a lot of the YouTubers use. You don't have to pay any money. You don't have to do anything. Thank you. Yeah, check it out sometime. But if you want to do it too, like I said, it's no money out of pocket, nothing. They handle all the sales, all the shipping, and you get the money. It's a kind of a drop shipping thing that they have set up. Teesprings. And the other one I use is Printful. They're kind of the same thing, but Teesprings, they have their own website, so you can have your own page on their website. Printful, you have to have either Shopify or eBay or something else to sell on, and then you can design theirs and link it, and then you get paid from. They buy it off eBay, and then you pay them the money, and then they ship it, and you get the difference. So it's pretty neat stuff, I must say. All out of pocket, or nothing out of pocket. And they have everything. Well, Teespring doesn't. Oh yeah, they will. Yeah. Teespring sucks. Oh, sorry. They're all the same. There's Teespring. There's T Mill. They're all set up the same way. I mean, do you really want to pay for all your shirts to be made? I used to do that at my clothing store, and it cost me a bundle. I mean, I'd have to buy like 4 dozen of each shirt. Yeah, Teespring does stickers too. They do stickers, mugs, bags, handbags, blankets, pillows, all that stuff. I do my stickers to the sticker guy. It's a lot cheaper, and I just buy those. by like 100 or 250 at a time. One color costs like $40. I gotta do some more. I'm almost out of mine. I think I only have like 30 left. We had a stickerguy.com. It's a place to go for simple one color stickers. Vinyl on vinyl, lasts forever. That's good. And free shipping. You get them in like 2 weeks, I think, or a week and a half, or a week or something. Yeah, that's a place to get stickers for sure. Probably a lot better quality than Teespring. Their shirts and their shirts and that are good. You can pick what kind you want, which brand you want, pick how much you want to sell them for, all that stuff. But according to Richard, Teespring sucks. Of course, you know, he's a bigwig. Richard Craig music. Just Richard's a big time, you know. He has a whole music company that just does all his stuff for him. He doesn't have to mess with Teesprings like us little folk. Us non-contracted musicians. He's all big. Well, my hat came through it. I got my hat through it. I wish. This hat I had done too. That was it. And yeah, I have another one. I have this same logo here, design. I have another one just says Central Coast Bass. Bait the hooks lurking. I see the eyes. Yeah, but look up the. Oh, nice. I know mine's still getting a few. Mine only has 300 and something, but yeah, stickers. It's really easy. The Sticker Guy. TheStickerGuy.com. Very high quality stickers. That's one thing I'm anal. I don't like a lot of the thin ones and the printed ones. They just print like excuse me, just ink on them. It's vinyl on vinyl. Vinyl adhere to vinyl, and they last forever. They don't wipe off. They don't fade. But yeah, the StickerGuy.com. I've been using them. I've been using them since early 2000s. Dr. Celeste for sticker. I get lollipops. Yeah, I use them for my self-clothing when I have my clothing company. That was back in, yeah, I think I got them in like 95. No, I mean, 2005, 2002, something like that. They've been around a long time. I still have my stickers where I used to work at Marshall's, where I used to park. It's on the light post. That thing's been there for like 6 years now, and it's still fine. Got to do vinyl on vinyl. Ah. You know how much it has to make takes to have shirts made, Richard? I mean, I'm talking enough to have stock and have like small or like large, extra, extra large. Oh, King Cobra. Got a couple King Cobras. It takes a lot because you got to buy them by the dozen usually. And you got to get a dozen. And then if you want different colors, you have to pay for the dozen of each color. Oh yeah, it's high octane beer. Well, not really. It's 6%. It's kind of like an IPA. Yeah, they do it all. But I said they cost a lot of money to buy them. That's why Teesprings is so good because you don't have to buy them. You can design them and do them. They do it and ship them. I used to do run of like two shirts. I'd only get white and black, and I get a. I'd be sitting wondering. Yeah, and I would spend like $400 or $500 just for like a run of two colors. Yeah, I spent 200. Not only I'd have them in like a dozen large, a dozen small, dozen large, medium, dozen large, and an extra large. Last night's food. Thrown out of 7-Eleven. Not even thrown out. That was kind of a mistake, though. I mean, I shouldn't have walked down there, but I walked kind of fast. My legs were kind of stiff this morning. I, 2 mile walk at night. I kind of ran fast. Hey, Stefano, what is up? Yeah, I get to go hopefully trout fishing tomorrow if they stock. I'm at least going to have to be there tomorrow each day until they do. I don't know if the whole gang, I saw him. Fred Ricardo was parked right there. I don't know if he went out to the ocean or not, but I saw his car was parked, but I didn't see him. Rainbow. They stock rainbows. Well, they stock others, but here it's all rainbows. We did really good last time. You saw that video I put out? Probably caught like 50, 60 fish. Went nuts. It was like fishing in a hatchery. And I learned to, yeah, I didn't keep any. I don't eat fish, but everybody else took home their limits, or I gave my fish to somebody. I know it's kind of funny too because Backroads has all that snow now. Who would have thought Backroads in Texas would be snowed in with no power? How does that happen? Doesn't have power for 36 hours. He came in late last night. We shut down all day, really? Yeah, you guys are, yeah, back east and then west is just. Oh yeah, you looked that up? Yeah, it was kind of an off circus, but I was pretty good at it. Yeah, these are all they don't throw in big ones. Wow. Yeah, everything. Well, everything west of or east of California, at least. Actually, no, north is getting it too. Um, these are like they range from like 6 inches to 13 inches. They're just the regular stocks. We yeah, I caught one that was only that big. He cut off, but it was like that big. Usually it's around 8 to 13 inch for just a regular stock. But they do the Lawson fish, some of the other lakes, like 5, 6, 7, 10 pounders they put in those other lakes. So yeah, you can see it. I hooked it and it came out of the water and dropped off, and I was like, what the hell was that? That trout was like that big. I caught one that was about that big. Well, he was about 8 inches, but he was only like that tall. It was like a freaking eel. And I ended up killing him because he swallowed the hook. He got all cut up in his gillets, so. Had to done kill it, but yeah. Cormorant, some will eat it. I'm getting ready tomorrow. I'm putting up my funny animal video. My friend suggested that I put up a funny animal video. Title it Funny Animal. Because they get so many views. So I'm going to test the theory tomorrow with an angry gopher. An angry gopher that attacked me while I was fishing. So I'm going to stick that up and see if it gets a lot of views or not. I know. He was talking about when we were fishing last Saturday. No, Saturday before that, when we were filming the show. It's like, I'm telling you, man, I see all these videos. They get like 50 million views, 25 million views. You got to put funny animals. You got to do a video with funny animals or film some funny animals before your fishing show. And I'm like, all right, just for you, I'll give it a try. And I have this old footage that I filmed of an actual gopher that was like attacking me and biting my foot. Clickbait. Yeah, I said I didn't want to do it on like a normal fishing show. But I do have this gopher I filmed. And I have some hummingbird videos, some turkey videos. They're kind of funny. But yeah, I started with, I think I put the gopher one up a long time ago, but I don't even know what I didn't title it right. Didn't have a good thumbnail. So I got all done. I had some sound effects. Yeah. Yeah, I have the gopher like growling at me and grunting and when he bites me, it's yeah, okay, so it's a lot of fun. The sound effects are meshed in with it, so. And he was just, well, you'll have to see it. It was like, I don't know what he was thinking. He attacked me. I didn't. He started it. They kept falling in the water. Oh yeah. Yeah, he's got the most popular. Get some on my screen. Trying to wipe it off. Yeah, he has a lot of funny bloopers. I did a blooper reel once, a long time ago. Me, it's just usually fucking up, saying things wrong, or all of a sudden there's a siren, or a plane goes over, or yeah, I figured. That's what happens when you're a bigwig, man. Yeah, I'm signed. I'm restricted by a contract. Shut down the camera. Yeah, always get everything. Get it all. That's why when I'm filming, second I start fishing, my hat cam's on, and it only turns off to change the battery. It runs 24/7. No, wait, what? I will not be allowed to announce whether I made it to the show or not until the show first airs. Yeah. But yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, so once you make it to the show, then they're filming you and they're doing all this stuff, and it's all secretive. You can't tell anybody. It's they don't want any leaks. They don't want anybody telling who's on the show, who made it. That happens all the time. That happens in movies. That happens with well, even when you see uh, actors and stuff doing interviews before the movie comes out. There's stuff they're not allowed to say. No, can't leak anything. What do they call it? No, I can't even think of the term. They call it some. Call it something. Weather must be coming in. Not here. You're on your end. I'm fine this time. Oh, what do they call it when you, like, when somebody tells you, like, somebody dies at the end of a movie that you haven't seen? I don't know why that term is, like, gone from my head right now. Ah, oh well. Getting old, things just leave your head. He's going on The Voice. Spoilers. There you go. Yeah. No spoilers, please. No, he has an interview. What Friday, right? Not an interview, but his last audition for The Voice is Friday. If he makes it through that one, he's going to be on the show, right? Not the way it goes. Yeah, he's had four already. He's made through all those. Last one Friday. If they like him enough, then they invite him to be filmed on the show. Where he goes from there, who knows? How many chairs spin around? Who knows? Who are the judges anyway? Richard Berry music. How many judges are there? Or who are the judges? Do you know yet? Can you tell? Or is that a spoiler? Sorry for the typo. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I do more typos than anything. Oh, we're getting the car leaving. We got clear night here. Can't see any stars, but I can't see any more either. It was clear. Maybe it's foggy now. No rain though. No rain coming that I know of. I haven't checked. I should. We had some bad wind Saturday, Sunday, Monday. It was pretty bad wind. But I think it's supposed to calm down, which would be good for the trout plant for sure. Don't want to be trying to catch them trout using like light little crappie jigs with hurricane style wind. Oh, and I learned the Kelly Clarkson, John Legend, Nick Jonas. Oh, really? Yeah. So there's not really any really good artists being judges this time, huh? I don't recognize any of those names. They must not be that good. Jonas, maybe wasn't he like in the Backstreet Boys? Kelly, wasn't she a winner of some other thing? Didn't Kelly win one of those stupid like music shows, like American Idol or The Voice. I mean, those really nice shows that help people get noticed. Really? Wow. Yeah, it's cold there. Wow, that's cold. Well, here we're looking at like 50s. And it's like 51 or 2 right now. She was the first winner of American Idol. Yeah, then there was what, Grace Vanderwall. I like her though. She's pretty good. Her and her ukulele. Uh, yeah. Wow. -4 Fahrenheit. Yeah, it's not bad. Nope. Yeah, we had Backroads on here 2 Mondays ago in Wyoming. It was -8. He was on our live panel. He was on our live panel, driving and picking up a car. He got there in a sweatshirt and shorts, and it was like -8 degrees, and I went to came up to -2. It did warm up a bit, but yeah, it was funny. It's like, what are you doing? I won't be able to come up and see you. I would have to go down and see you. Is that where it is on Friday in LA? Or if you make it, you'll be in LA. Yeah, LA's down, not up. San Francisco's up, LA's down. I'm north of them. No, that's a big difference. If I went up to see you, I wouldn't get there. I'd end up like in Canada. I'd, I'd end up in Canada if I went north, man. I'd be visiting Outdoorsy Girl. Big deal. Up, down, up, down. Yeah, north is up, south is down. Big deal. Is that for Friday or is that for if you get on the show, though? If you get on the show, you'll be in LA? Or is Friday the show? All right, yeah. That's what I thought. Thank you, Outdoorsy Girl. Is this Paradise? Is that Paradise? I think it says Paradise in that comment. Yeah, this is Scott. Yeah, come see us. Yeah. Well, actually, I know the direct. I know where LA is, so I probably won't end up in Canada. They're not letting us in anyway, so. Yes, this is Scott. You're going to bed, Richard? Is that what that is? Paradise. Scott. Paradise. Scott. Good to see you. Isn't that you in bed? No, what is that? I can't see it. It's like that big on my screen, man. I'm an old man. I don't have eyes like that. And I'm freezing. I don't know what happened to my electric blanket I was supposed to get, but it never came. My Mac. I thought it looked like you in a bed. I don't know. I'm not an internet guy. It's running late. Yeah. Yeah, my electric blanket's running late. If I went straight north from here, I'd be on the west end. They're not letting us in right now anyway, are they? The border's closed to us Americans. No, I didn't go today. I'm going tomorrow. A couple months late. Sorry, I already called. I thought of a good show for No, I'm going. I'm starting it tomorrow. They don't hardly ever plan on Monday, Tuesday. Even Galen told me that. So if they did, they'll be trapped there. But it was Wednesday the first time, Friday the second time. I think they're gonna split it and put them in on Thursday with the stripper pole, same day delivery. All right. Yeah, Richard's getting me a stripper pole because I'm on the stripper porch. And I said if I get the pole there, I'm gonna be doing some I'm gonna be doing some moves on that thing. I'll be out here in my leopard skin thong, twirling for y'all, hanging upside down. Yeah, I got some pole moves, man. Used to be that Chippendales guy. I was a Chippendales pole dancer. All right, I thought they were. They were for a while. Who wants us in their country? We're the COVID capital. Yeah, I'm hoping they put them in tomorrow, but I mean the borders. Oh, they are close. Yeah. Oh, they don't want us. We're just like bad. We're bad COVID people. We don't wear no stinking masks. Who needs to be afraid of something you can't see? I ain't scared of no microscopic thing. You done can't even see it. You can't even see that damn thing. How can it hurt me? Sorry, I don't know why I put on the southern accent when I said it, but it's so funny that I always thought of a good show for Backroads. You should do ice fishing in Texas. That would be a classic. Who's ever ice fished in Texas? He wouldn't even. He can go to some other state that has frozen lakes, fish. Say he's in Texas. Everybody would believe him because of how cold it's been. I think it would go viral. Just make a trip to some pond, do some ice fishing, tell them you're in Texas. Yeah, that'd go viral for sure. It'd be all a big hoax, but that's clickbait. Ice fishing in Texas. Who would have thought? How was that? There is ice fishing in California sometimes. I learned that. Not very often, but some of our lakes in the mountains actually do freeze. Yeah. I don't know if he comes on here. I'll tell him. Of course, he's in no condition to drive anywhere to make one, but it would have been a funny idea. Ice fishing in Texas. Who would have thought? Yeah, I heard there is ice fishing here, and when we have an extreme winter. Okay, Richard, good luck on Friday. And yeah, if you do make the show, all right, Tito. If you make the show, yeah, I might do it. I might make a trip down there. I mean, I grew up down there. I know the whole area. I can do a travel vlog. Travel vlog to LA to visit one of my viewers that's on The Voice 2021. Yeah, so make the show so you can have something to film. Have an excuse for a trip. I think he'll make it. He's already got a. He's got a. He just signed a $200,000 contract for this parent company of the company he was already signed for. 4-year contract. So 50,000 a year. That's not a bad contract. And if he gets on The Voice, he gets the publicity for it. You know that pumps it up. Pump it up. Scoop, there it is. Scoop, there it is. Chocolata, chocolata, chocolata. Love that commercial, by the way. Thanks, y'all. Thanks, y'all. Fun, y'all. Love that commercial, by the way. Best remake of a song ever. I think. For a commercial, perfect. Ugh. Well, I researched all my high 8 tapes today. Probably have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. It's like for leave. Oh yeah, I'm 7 and 8. I have a bunch of high 8 tapes, stuff I filmed when I had my store in San Francisco, and just a lot of like random stuff. And I still have a high 8 camera, so I actually spent yesterday and today going through all my tapes, figuring out which ones have like unique, different footage on them. That's pretty fun. Now you go to my storage unit and get all my VHS tapes. I have like 100 of them. Most of them have movies taped on them, but a lot of them have like my old skate videos. Just all kinds of old stuff I used to film and do because I had a camera since '86. So I need to go through that. That's gonna be a pain in the ass. Here in Canada. Oh, you haven't seen that one? Yeah, they take the guys, whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is. Well, they're in a kitchen and they're eating ice cream and they're going, scoop, there it is. Scoop, there it is. And then they have chocolate and they're like, chocolata, chocolata, chocolata. So they're putting chocolate on it. It's funny. It's a lot funny when they do it, but it's funny. And it's the original guys from the band. Ended up buying one. He also does doing Corona now too. He's doing the Corona commercials. He's a good guy. I watched some with him. I watched one with him and it was him and Tupac. When they collabed on a song before Tupac got murdered. But they were doing some video about it, some gangster style. I don't know. I saw that on YouTube, so I watched it. I think it was when was it, 98? Something like that. When did Tupac get shut down, gunned down. I remember. Ah, you did that well. Yeah, it's funny that when I, no, yeah. Whoop, there it is. Scoop, there it is. Yeah, and the whole chocolata, it's, it's classic. Kudos, whoever thought that up. That was like the, uh, remember the Taco Bell, the Chihuahua? The Taco Bell dog? I learned how that was made. Some guys were, two of the guys that worked for him and that were in advertising and commercial were sitting at an outdoor restaurant in like LA or something, and a Chihuahua walked by like on its own, and it was just like looking around like, and they went, "Wow, that a dog looks like it has a purpose, like it knows where it's going, like it's its own dog," and that spawned the whole IKEA Taco Bell with the dog. Just them having lunch one day, and that dog walked by. And it was a huge campaign for them. Just gotta be aware when you're out. Get yourself ready for anything if you're creative. No, I don't play any instruments, but I had my own night, and I'm a alternative '80s DJ. Plus, started playing techno and house too. No, I had my own night for like 5 years, something like that. And I had a club in San Francisco when I moved up there that I had a night up there. So yeah, I don't play music. Gotta get a bigger box. Yeah, I don't play an instrument. I have made my own electronic music. Actually, my one of my intros for my older one. Here we go, here we go, here we go. That was a song I made. I have like 10 or 11 of them I made. Just beat samples and stuff on the computer. But I know music. I meant the little dog for Taco Bell. Gotta get a bigger box. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was a good ad campaign. And I learned how it got made, and I'm like, that's freaking cool. That's how good ideas happen, just out of nowhere. Out of nowhere, and the right person sees it in their brain and goes, I think we could do something with that. And whoop, there it is. Chocolata, chocolata, chocolata. That looks wrong, but yeah, that's supposed to be holding. Whatever. Techno pop. It's more house. House, drum and bass. I don't know. They all mesh together. Whatever. There's just different beats, all that electronic music. But I learned to play some of that because I was, I was the '80s guy, and my other friends in the club were the house and beats and all that, and I played around with some of their music sometimes. Learned to mix it and match the beats and stuff I did with the '80s. But yeah, I had a lot of fun doing it. So I did it for. I even did it for the Frozen Film Festival. I actually gotta go find that. I actually have a lanyard for the Frozen Film Festival. I think it's still going on in San Francisco. Two of my friends were the one that started the Frozen Film Festival, but I was their house DJ for it. Every year when they had their opening night and that, I was the DJ, and I have a thing that says Frozen Film Festival, Scott Kawa volunteer DJ. little lanyard on it. Wish I could write just one hit song. I didn't. It's really funny because in my during my night as a DJ, I would mix in, I think 2 or 3 of my own songs, and people didn't even notice. People danced to them and stuff, and I was like, I guess it's good. I didn't tell them it was my song. I just mixed it in certain times, and I told the owner of the bar that was I made it, and he goes, "What?" I'm like, "I made that song." He goes, "How'd you make that song?" I'm all, "It's just beats and samples on the computer. You got drum riffs, beats, you got vocals you can use." Yeah, I just sat there and like made a bunch of them one day. It was like, wow, cool. I'm like, yeah, I felt proud. Well, I know music when I hear it and I understand it, and I was able to put it together myself. That's the same thing all the people, all that, copyright-free music everybody does for YouTube and that. Most of it's just beat samples and that. It's just putting it together, giving it breaks, cutting it down, moving it back up. It's just a matter of having an ear for it. You don't have to play an instrument anymore because you can do all that with samples. But if you do know an instrument, then you can feed that in the computer. Then you can use that in the samples. You can do your own little riffs. I can't do that, but you can do it that way. Remember that guy in The Voice that won? That did that? He sang, but he mixed all the stuff together. Jamaica. No, I was in San Luis Obispo, very small. 85-ish. Yeah, that's my biggest career was like 98 through 2000. What was it? 2003. I think that's when I had my night. And in 2005, I moved to San Francisco. I had it. I think I had my night there for like 3 years, 4 years, something like that. 3 years. I think it was 3. Until the guy sold the club. And then I just didn't get in with him on the next one. But then I was the DJ for the Frozen Film Festival. That was a lot of fun. At my friend's bar. Oh, and I found that footage. I have a height of my friend's bar. It's called the Space Bar. It was a bar gallery club. Yeah, and I filmed it on Halloween. I found the Halloween footage of it. I got to put that up somewhere. It's going to be hard to do because it's got all the copyrighted music because I'm in there with all the club music, but maybe I'll put it on my members only video because then I can just like not monetize it anyway. Yeah, it was kind of fun watching that. I was at my neighbor's. I had a hair salon next door called Charmed. 2 gay hairdressers, Jesse and Alberto, called Charmed, and I filmed a whole segment in there. They tried to seduce me, but it was entertaining. Got to break that down into something too. That was a lot of fun. I was getting ready to do because I was leaving. I did a documentary the first half of my clothing store, 7 years in San Luis Obispo, and then I wanted to finish it up in San Francisco, and so I filmed a bunch of stuff, but I've still only edited the original part, which was in slow. And I never did actually finish the documentary, but I have all the footage if I ever have time to sit down and put together a documentary, or the rest of the documentary. A lot of fun. Oh, and I did a documentary. I think it's on my site. Actually, I think it's on my channel in the back. Did I ever put that up? I don't think I put it up. I have to demonetize and maybe give me some copyright stuff. But I did a documentary of my DJ night. I spent like a year and a half filming, and I put it together. I might have to put that up soon. I'll just have to demonetize it because it's all obviously copyrighted loud music in it, so I can't get away with like maybe they won't notice that this is Madonna and this is Pet Shop Boys and you know this is Depeche Mode and all that. So it'd be fun to put up. Of course they'll ding me. They'll yell at me. John Ritter, yeah. And it's funny you mentioned John Ritter because I saw the reunion of One Day at a Time, or what was it called? I just totally blanked on the name of the show, but anyway, yeah, they had a reunion once. LOL. Yeah, they had a reunion and they had everybody back, obviously except Ritter because he passed away. But I think it was like 30 years or 40 years, whatever, however long it's been. But I watched that. That was kind of fun. Sat here on the porch, watched. It was like hour and a half special. Them all talking about everything that went down and all that. Depeche Mode, yeah. I used to play a lot of Depeche Mode. I was more all, I mean, I was alternative 80s, not like the one hit wonder stuff on the new wave poppy stuff. I was more like Depeche Mode, Pet Shop Boys, Tones on Tail. Yeah, I have all the 12 inches. Everything's still in my storage unit. Three's Company, there we go. um, yeah, I did like that. I did a lot of ska stuff, a lot of mod stuff, like the Jam. Did rockabilly stuff. Uh, yeah, or if I did play some of the music that from a band that had a hit that everybody knew, I knew other cool songs that really never made it, so I played those. Um, question, what? Um, yeah, I just I knew a lot of, because I was a club guy in the 80s. I went to underground clubs that were more alternative, gothy, kind of, you know, Cure, Depeche Mode, Nine Inch Nails, Susie and the Banshees, uh, more of the darker stuff, or more club mixes that weren't radio mixes, and so that's where I got my schooling from. Tones on Tail? Oh, well, Tones on Tail became Love and Rockets. When Love and Rockets go, yeah, Tones on Tail. But when they broke up, they became Love and Rockets. Oh yeah, I know all the lineage of bands that went to here and there and changed their name, and people from this band went to that band, and it's funny because I had a conversation. I've told this on air on air. I've told this live before. When I was in San Francisco at my friend's bookstore, there was a guy up there that was a photographer, shot for Rolling Stone, all this stuff, and he had a book signing, and I ended up talking to this guy for I don't know about a half hour, 40 minutes outside. We talked everything about 80s music, and he was friends with the photographer, and so the photographer came out and goes, "Oh, we gotta go, we gotta go," and he's, "Oh yeah, it's so nice to meet you," and that. And I walked inside. Europa, we're Thompson Twins. Oh yeah, I do all that. Thompson Twins. Europa is what? I don't know. Yeah, I do Erasure. I do anything. But anyway, so I walked in, and everybody was at the computer was staring at me when I walked in, and they're just like, "Do you know who you were talking to?" And I went, "No, but he's really cool. We talked about '80s music." It was the lead singer of the Cult. I don't even, I don't even remember his name, but yeah, the lead singer of the Cult. And I spent like 40 minutes outside talking to him about '80s music. And this was like 2007, I think. Yeah, so it's kind of interesting. They actually had him on, they turned the computer, the monitor around. Go look. Yes, yeah, I play Yes. Oh yeah, I have all that, everything. Fishbone, Aztec camera. Uh, God, I go into old mod stuff. Chart and Square, 3 o'clock, Positive Steps. Um, yeah, I still have all the music. It's still in my storage unit. I had a bunch more of them that I bought when I was in San Francisco because I didn't think I'd be DJing, so I left all my other records in my storage unit, which is still there. Um, since 2005, it's still there. I got to go clear it out and get rid of it because it's cost me $100 a month, and it's been like 15 years now. Anyway, uh, yeah, I just have a huge knowledge of, and I go through and I find stuff. Nice. Yeah, it was funny because I was talking to him. And I knew when actually the bass guitars from Sparks. You're old enough. You remember Sparks? Vacation was one of their big hits. Not Vacation, but Mickey Mouse. We're in Mickey Mouse. He lives in Disneyland, California. I think Cool Places was one of theirs. Uh, the one girl from the Go Go's sang backup with them sometimes, and I was two brothers. But I evidently the bassist was dating my mom's best friend. He was always there, and I played him Atari back in like that. He was there for holidays, and I had no idea. I knew the band. I loved the band, but I didn't look at pictures of them or stuff. So she said, "Oh, so and so is playing at your grad night at Disneyland." I'm all, I think his name was Bob. I'm like, Bob, what are you talking about? She goes, "Oh, you didn't know he's the bass player for Sparks?" And I went, "He is?" He called me little shit. That was my name because I always kicked his ass at Atari. And they were playing at my grad night. So, funny story. And he said if I would have, he asked where I was afterwards because he said if I would have come up and asked, he would have let me like backstage and stuff. So, yeah, it's actually SPARKS. Sparks. They were really weird. Like, there were two brothers. One brother that had like short little Hitler mustaches. And they were both kind of, but they probably had like 5, 6, 7, 8 good hits. Early '80s though, like 81, 82, 83. Our grad night was '84. I graduated '84, and they were popular then. Obviously, they were playing their grad night at Disneyland. Black Mage, yeah. Dancing on the Ceiling. Yeah, I have a bunch of Black Mage stuff. I have some 12-inch remixes of Black Mage. Dancing on the Ceiling. And I forget what their other hit was. They had a lot of cool stuff, but I mean, hit wise. Oh, yeah, I said I have a bunch of the Talking Head stuff. Um, I have a lot of pretty freaking rare 12-inch mixes that I found. Old school ones. Yeah, that's what soft cell. Um, God, I did old school '80s too, like Dougie Fresh and obviously Beastie Boys and Arrested Development. I had a section where I'd go into the old hip hop, CNC Music Factory, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I kind of rotated. My night went through all different kinds, from the gothic sound to the mod sound to the uh, Blind Visions. Yeah, I remember that. That was Block Maj, wasn't it? Or was that different? I don't know. I'm getting older and it's so far away from it. I haven't done it so long. If I go through albums, I remember them all. Yeah, Burning Down the House. Got that one. Aztec Camera. Aztec Camera's a really good one. Um, yeah, Tainted Love. There's some other good ones by Soft Cell too that a lot of people don't really know. I used to play a lot of those. New Order. Played a lot of New Order stuff. Um, God, who else did I play? The Jam, English Beat. Um, Bad Manners. Uh, I just had it in my head and I lost another ska band. Untouchables. That's it. GNR. Untouchables. Um, I forget who did English Beat. English Beat broke up and then it became. They became that other band. I forget the name of them now, but they had a couple of really good hits as the next band they became. Um, yeah, I said I did Nine Inch Nails stuff. uh, Plus, I could throw in the easy stuff like Blondie and the Go Go's and the Romantics, that sort of stuff. Love New Order. Yeah. Oh, Echo and the Bunnymen. Gene Loves Jezebel. Yeah, Blue Monday, New Order. But New Order sucks live. I saw them at the Greek and the Greek. They played with Gene Loves Jezebel, Echo and the Bunnymen, and New Order. And I don't know, same system, and Echo and Gene sounded great, but New Order's sound just sucked. They played us Blue Monday as their last encore song, but they said they told us you guys don't deserve this because you're not a good crowd or something. They played Blue Monday, but they just sounded horrible. I don't know what was up with them, but I've heard from a lot of other people said New Order was never good live. And I saw them, and yeah, they were. It was horrible. Everybody else sounded great on the same system, but oh, and I saw the Cure too, the Kiss Me tour. Um, I saw the Ramones. I still have the ticket stub somewhere for the Ramones. I saw Aztec Camera live. I saw the 3 o'clock live. Um, Targets, Untouchables. I saw them live. I was more into the smaller clubs. The Fix. Yeah, I remember the Fix too. Well, they really did have one song. Then they had that comeback song, right? They got back together and came back with a song that hit the radio. It was like a pretty good hit. I forget what that one was called, but it was all right. Well, I played, Duran Duran, obviously. I don't know how this became a music, not fishing, but anyway, it's, it doesn't matter. Highlights go wherever they go. Tow truck. Um, stared at his head all night. Yeah. Yeah. 80s music's a lot of fun. So I did it for a long time. Visions in Vogue. I don't know who that is. Was that Madonna doing Visions in Vogue? Yeah, I saw the Kira Kiss Me tour at the Oakland Coliseum. That was pretty fun. I didn't remember who opened for him, but that was a good show. Simon Le Bon, yes. Yes, Rio. Girls on Film. A really good remix to Girls on Film, too. It's sort of a techno remix, but it's really good. I think it's actually. It's in my documentary. I think it's one of the songs I picked. But it's a techno remix of Girls on Film. And I must say, have you ever seen the original unedited uh, music video of Girls on Film? It's nasty. It's like really nasty. I saw it. We had a on TV. On TV, it's like, oh, it's not around. It's like Select TV. Well, it's not around either. I don't think. But like Cinemax or HBO, where they can play the uncensored stuff because it's paid. And I was like in high school and that, and all of a sudden they had the Girls on Film video. They played videos in between the movies. Yeah, it pretty nasty. Like, yeah, there's ice cubes on nipples. There's some like topless pillow fights on beams trying to knock themselves off. There's uh, John Denver twice. I've never seen him. He died. He he died down the street from my house in Pebble Beach. John Denver died the like 2 miles from my house when his plane went down. It went down right at the end of the road I lived on, Bird Rock, in Pebble Beach. Sad but true. We went down as a kit plane because some bird evidently flew into the engine. Yep. That was my dad's, like, one of my dad's favorite. Neil Diamond and John Denver. Believe it or not. Yeah, he was great on the Muppets. I love the John Denver Muppet stuff. Yeah, I would actually go back to when I was in San Francisco. I didn't have to do just 80s, so I would mix in old like 40s stuff and that, like old rockabilly and old ska and all like old stuff that the newer people 30 years later were getting all the ideas from. Yeah, that was sad, and I lived there too. I lived there at the time. I saw it on the news, and they're like flying a helicopter around showing, and I'm like, that's the end of our road. That's Bird Rock right there. It ends at the beach. Actually, it was a Silomar, a little to the right. But he inspired you to play it? Nice. Yeah, we tried to get Richard to play some, but he didn't know who it was. So As a young kid, he didn't even know who John Denver was. So, well, you're a guitarist. All this stuff's guitar. He's like, I don't know any of his songs. I'm like, yeah, well. Someday, my friend, you must learn about John Denver. He's a good folk singer. I guess that's what you call him, right? Folk? Kind of? It's not really country, it's more folk. Great, though. I mean, come on. Rocky Mountain High, Sunset on My Shoulder. They just make you cry. Oh, yeah. I said that. I sure hope I get to film tomorrow. I sure hope they put them in on Wednesday this time. They might have put them in today. They might have put them in yesterday, the Trout. But I don't think so. It's going to have to do a waiting game. Nobody can call there. There's no gate. Nobody knows. They just pull in and dump them in. But I think Guggen Slayer, what is up? Sorry, we just had a big long discussion about music. But I'm going to stock the trout tomorrow, so they might be putting trout back in our local pond. It's due this week. Might have already been there, but I doubt it. Usually it's later in the week. So I'm going to go film another show, catch those little stalkers. See if we can catch more than 60 this time. Up the game. Keep track of them. That was a good show, though. I mean, very rarely when you're fishing, you have a show that you leave out like half the fish you caught. Because it's just too much. It's like, I don't need that. I don't need that. Hey, Funk, what's up? I'm just getting ready for another trout adventure. It's another stock week. At the old, I'm 9 and 10 now, nice. At the old El Estero, the local pond, they're putting in more of them trout. So we're going to go wreak some havoc. I'll talk about, I'll talk all night about music, trust me. That's one thing I can go on forever about. Well, the 80s stuff. My lives tend to wander, so. Yeah, I did get them back too, yeah. And now I'm a little better at the spinning reel. After last time, finally got back to being able to work a lure with my right hand. I don't know, only one died on me because he choked it, but nah. If they're not hooked that bad, and none of them I died we were there all day. None of them, except for that one that one kid caught. That he evidently hooked kind of deep. But he re-caught it, so he took it home. And then that one I had, but no, everything else we released. Nothing seemed to die. None came floating up. Yes, it is. Well, you play an instrument, so no wonder. Yeah, I don't know if anybody's going to be there this time. They all know they're stocking, and we all had it planned out, but I just have to wait and see if everybody else. I'm sure Frank Galen will show up. I just don't know if Ricardo and his kids and all them will be there this time. I don't think Tito's going to be able to make it. I don't know. I just grabbed him. He saw me. I'm just like, here's a trout. But, you know, I only had him out of the water for like less than a minute, so they're fine. Most people want to keep them anyway. I mean, there was one guy there, the guy that was fishing across from me, actually both the guys in that video fishing across from us. Yeah, they caught their 5 and kept them all and left. I threw out mine back. Well, I gave that one to a friend, but everybody else is like, they caught a little one that like caught a little one like all the kids. They caught one that was pretty nice. They put it on a stringer. And then they only kept 4, and everybody had 4, and then they just waited till the end of the day to like add their last fish, just in case fishing game shows up. Can't have more trout on the stringer than there are people fishing. So, of course, there was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There were 6 of us there, so could have had 30 fish. I mean, I seem to like people. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, it's a black and mild. I don't know. I kind of touched them all with my hands. Threw them back in. They're not that fragile. I mean, they were that fragile. I mean, think of think of their life. They grew up in a freaking cement rectangle. They get netted and thrown into a freaking cup. You know, then they net them and put them in a truck. Then they drive them for 2 hours. Then they shoot them down a tube into a foreign water they've never been in. They're not that fragile. If they were that fragile, they'd be dead by the time they got there. That's a pretty rough trip. I mean, would you like to get shot down a tube, caught in a net, thrown in a freaking truck? Ice freeze. Yeah, but I mean, if you think about that, you think what they put them through just to get them to the lake. Um, they're not that fragile. I mean, I think, well, when we were there was like 2 that were dead where they stocked them, but they put in like 1,000 pounds, probably like 2,000 fish, and there were only 2 dead where they actually dropped them in. What? Oh, that stuff, yeah. You guys are talking native trout. Native trout are much more fragile than the stockers. Actually, native trout are more, yeah, the stockers are pretty hardy. It's just their upbringing. It's the way they're treated. Yerp! What's up, Joes? Yeah, I mean, it's. All right, outdoorsy girl. Yeah, I don't know. The stockers are just putting there to. The trout don't live all year anyway. The water gets too warm in the summer, so. usually all eaten up by the time that summer comes. Those cormorants take care of them pretty quick, and there's bass in there. They take care of them. I've never seen I've never seen dead trout in there in the summer, and that water gets in the 70s. Yeah, I've never seen a summer die off there. Now, I mean the water it still gets warm enough. Yeah, yeah. I've seen in my lake in where I grew up in L.A. Um, in the summer, in some areas where we're shallower now, when the water got into like the upper 70s and 80s, I'd see some dying trout swimming around like at the surface, just like like we can't handle this. this is this is too warm. Not enough oxygen for us. Yeah, but Elster, I've never seen a dead trout in there, unless I hooked him and killed him and threw him back in. And it's only like 6 feet deep, and I don't. Yeah, I don't think they can live all year in there. Water probably gets in the mid 70s or near 70, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure sometimes there's 40, 50 cormorants in there. So take 55 fish a piece for 50 cormorants. You're looking at a lot of fish going bye bye. A lot of fish becoming cormorant shit. They're just gobbling them up. You saw the ones in my video. Just that day, I filmed 3 of them eating them. And that's only when we were around, so. Pretty sure they're like gobbling down more than that. You don't think cold at night and a cool breeze? I don't know. They usually can't handle much over 7 degrees. Rainbow trout and love trout usually over 70 degrees in a lake. They don't usually survive. Um, I don't know. I've never taken the temperature there in the summer. It's got to get at least get around 70, but it's only like 6 feet deep, so it's pretty uniform temperature. And sometimes it gets pretty icky with the algae and stuff in there. It probably gets in the 70s, probably around like 70s, 70, 71 or something. So I mean, I don't know. It's just not deep. It's only 6 feet deep everywhere. So, and it gets so algaed in the summer and that I don't think it has really high oxygen content. I mean, it had a fountain at one end, but even if they do live, they're not going to live with all those bastard cormorants in there. They're not going to survive. they're just they're just going to get eaten to pieces. I've never really seen anybody, except for like 2 or 3 days after stock. I've hardly seen anybody catch one in there. Um, and they put in like thousands at a time. I don't know. We'll see. I said I've never seen it die off in there. Never seen a dead trout floating in summer. So there's a hell of a lot of bass in there though. I'm sure they eat them up pretty good. That along with the cormorants, that's taking out a lot of the population. I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know. Sandy Wool probably gets pretty warm. Sandy Wool's not that, well, it's kind of deep by the dam, isn't it? I don't know how deep it is. But, yeah, I don't know if they live in there. I don't know if they live there through the summer. It's not a big lake, and in the summer, if it's deep enough, it'll form a thermocline. Underneath thermocline usually gets deprived of oxygen, so I don't know. I think they all get caught out there. And there's a lot of cormorants that hang out there, too. And there's big bass in there. No, they're just throwaway fish. I mean, they're not stocking the trout to, like, help the lake fish population in any way. Oh yeah, they're eating machine. Yeah, they're all over in Sandy Wool too. There's a lot of them because anywhere where they stock trout, those cormorants know they're not dumb. They just go hang out there. They're not smart enough to know like the day they stock it at, but they learn where they can catch fish in the winter, so they'll check it out. And then a few more, and then a few more, and then a few more, and suddenly, I've seen as many as like 25 or 30 working together at El Estero. And I've seen like 30 to 40 working together at Pino, herding fish. Yeah, they don't like people. They're really sketchy around people. They're around people all the time, but yeah, they don't like people. No, but I've seen them work schools of fish at Pino. Work them like across the lake. At El Cerro, I saw them start behind the island. There was like at least 40 of them in a line, and they were working something all the way across the lake. They're all diving one after another, coming up with fish, coming up with fish. Yeah, they're designed to do what they do, boy. They definitely know how to eat fish, and they know how to catch them. They know how to eat them, and they do a damn good job. And you can get a lot of them, especially around here. There's so many around here. There's millions of them at Pinot Lake. There's probably like 40 or 50 there certain times. And I said I've seen as many as like at least 30 or 40 on El Estero at the same time. And they work together. A lot of times you see them, feeding around on their own independently, but they will get together in a group and strategically coordinate a fish push. And they'll just follow behind them in a line all the way across the lake, just coming up with eating them and coming up and eating them. I mean, they're pretty smart. They work together. They work as a team. They do a strategy. I've even seen them with a chalkboard out there, and they're writing it down. I mean, they're up in the bushes, but yeah, I mean, I see them. They're like sitting around, and one of them's with his foot, like drawing a plan, like a football game. Yeah, when they get out of hand. I mean, I don't want to kill all of them, but yeah, when they get overpopulated, it'd be nice if they took a bunch of them out. But yeah, yeah. I wish I would have caught it on film. I didn't have my camera with me, but I saw them up there. I was like, "What the hell's going on in there?" I was like, oh, "Is that a chalkboard? X's and O's? Like, what the hell are they doing? They planning some sort of strategic strike? What's going on? Can you eat them? I don't think so. I gotta go tinkle. I'll be right back. I don't think you can eat cormorant. She said in Canada they're gonna start killing them now, or there's a season for them. You can kill them, but you gotta dispose of them properly. Catch and cook. Yeah, exactly. Ugh. I'm kind of hoping that back roads would come back in. Tell us how he's doing. He came in late last night. Said power had been out for 36 hours. But I haven't seen him in here. Captain hasn't been back either. They taste terrible apparently. Well, I don't know. People eat pigeon around here. Well, I don't know. People eat doves too. I guess they taste pretty good. I don't know. I haven't seen many people eat them around here, but I know people eat pigeons. Asian people like them a lot, I guess. But hey, they're around and they're all over, so, you know. Might as well eat them if you like them. All right. All right, Outdoorsy gal. See you next time. Keep a watch tomorrow because I'm putting on that funny animal video tomorrow. I'm going to put it up early because I got to go to the lake to stock the trout they're going to be stocking, but it's a funny one. I'm putting it up tomorrow. I already got the thumbnail made. It's all ready. Just got to get up like, it's short though. It's only like 2:32, you know. It is funny though. I will admit that. Especially with the sound effects I put under it. I know I'm going to get people in the comments that are going to say, I've never heard gophers make that kind of noise. Somebody's going to totally think. Yeah. I said, don't know tomorrow. Could be tomorrow, could be next day, but I'll be there. Yeah, I know people are going to say that about the sound effects. They're actually going to think that that gopher is like growling at me and making these creature noises. Good night. You're the only one in here if you leave. That's all right. I had a long live last night. I was live for like almost 6 hours last night on my panel. Yeah, it ended by me walking a mile and a half to the store and back. That was a bit of a mistake, but I done did it. Yeah, I don't know. That'll be the first time I've fished in hmm, Saturday. It's been like over a week. The trip with Chris was the last time I fished. Tito. What I end up getting where? The store? I got a beer and a cigarette. That was my sole purpose for going there. Yeah, I don't know. Not fishing as much anymore, but getting stuff done. Fishing enough to get some shows up. I said that funny animal one, and then I have another Tabaji Bites coming on Friday. That's already done. That's an interesting one. We kind of talked about it tonight about a different fish. We kind of talked about the same thing tonight. The Tabaji Bites is good. It's focused on, but it's a kind of bust a myth about something that I get people to say to me all the time about stuff, and they're like, got some studies on it, some other stuff. So I made up a little biology bites about it. And then hopefully next week, obviously, I'll have a nice trout fishing video coming up. Oh, Tito, are you going on Saturday? Are you going to meet up with Locke at Pinto? You guys were talking about last night. I didn't know the outcome. I didn't know if you guys were actually going to do it or not. I might show up. It depends. Depends on when they stock. Well, actually, last time we did Friday, and now it's Saturday with Chris. So I just didn't know if you guys came to a conclusion or not. And whether you were going to go hit up the lake tomorrow or Saturday. But we'll see. You're not going. Are you telling me or asking me? Well, I was like, you're not going. Or, you're not going? Question mark. I don't know how to take that. It's just text. I don't know how you said that. It wasn't all caps, which is nice, but still never know. It could be taken either way. It's one of those phrases, man. You're not going. Or, you're not going. It's our day together. Question mark, my bad. I didn't know if you guys were going. I didn't hear the end of the whole thing. I didn't get a definite yes or no they were going. So I don't know. If you were going, I might show up, yes. I didn't know if it was a set in steel plan. I don't even have nobody in here. That's all right. I wasn't planning on this being a really long live anyway. I mean, after I spent 6 hours last night. Depends on the stock. What? If they stock on Friday, you're going on Saturday this time? We're going to be stocking it one of the days anyway. Are you doing I should do it after stock day. Because I know the first stock guys one guy caught 4 on Friday, which is 2 days after it. And that was a bad stock. I'm sure I could have gone the next day and caught fish. I mean, that's pretty much a no-brainer. And there's probably, They spread out over the lake, but there's probably still, I mean, they're still going to be in that area. That does become their initial home, the first place they know. So some of them will just stay there until they get eaten by the cormorants or caught by fishermen. One of the two. They'll be roaming around in there. As if they stock, were they stocking this week and they stock the next week, or like 2 times in March. There's gonna be a lot of trout in there. Probably over 1,000 each time, so they stock it 5 times. It's probably at least like 5,000 or more trout they're sticking in there. So there's gonna be a lot of fish in there, one way or another. But if you use those crappie jigs, you can catch them. If they stock. No, they're stocking. There's no if about it. There's no if about it. It's on the list. They're stocking. The only if is which day, what day. No, when they put on the list, they're stocking. Unless there's bad weather or something like that. But I don't see that happening around here anytime soon. Not many roads get washed out to El Estero. Who knows? They might already be in there, but I just don't think they stock on Monday, Tuesday very often. Ooh, I blinked. So yeah. They're going to be there. No doubt about it. I go back there on Saturday too. I don't have a problem with that. I want to see if I can catch them after stock. Should be pretty easy though. I mean, the mini jigs. Rooster tail, remember the rooster tail? They only hit it like for a little while after they're first put in. I got there around 11:30. Yeah, it was only by like 12, whatever. They wouldn't even hit it anymore. They wanted that mini jig, but they hit that all day long. So that's my plan this time. Oh, it doesn't even matter. They're getting. I mean, there's more and more in there. I mean, you could probably go there. Even if they don't stock tomorrow, I might fish the mini jig anyway. Once they get enough in there, they're all over. You just can't. They just won't hit the rooster tail. They only hit the rooster tail for like the first hour I was there. Then they start going for the slower stuff, like the mini jig. They usually only hit the really active, fast moving, like when they're very first put in. Then they slow down from there. I mean, I'm sure I could have gone for like 4 days after last time. You probably have more odds of catching something at El Estero than you would at Pinot. Last Saturday I was there and I talked to people on shore and they hadn't caught anything. Rick said he caught a lot, but I don't know. I mean, I caught that one in the lake, and then everybody on shore that I talked to that was there for hours, nobody caught anything on shore. I think it's more of a guarantee at El Estero than this Pinot. It's just not getting going yet. Unless you want to flip for some bass. And there's areas on shore now it's so high, there's a lot of areas you can flip, but you've never really flipped, so it's not easy to learn a new technique in winter when they're not very active. Anthony. Well, there you go. I guess I was wrong. But everybody says during the week is better than Saturday, Sunday. I don't know if that's true. But, you know. Yeah, I hear the crappie are hitting pretty good there. I think your odds of going to El Estero after a stock, even if it's like 2-3 days after, probably going to catch more fish there than Pinot. Of course, they're trout, but at least you can eat them there if you want. Yeah, I heard the crappie are hitting pretty good. I saw even Mike was fishing for him. Yes, I'm going tomorrow. Lipless crank. Yeah, Rick said he was catching my cranks. Yeah, it should get going. We're already in we're in the middle of March, or middle of February. Um, yeah, it's time for lipless cranks. Rick's been catching them on square bills, so he says. It's a time, you know. Getting into the pre-spawn. They usually start, the spawn's usually pretty early in Pinot. So you get to the end of February, the beginning of March, you can start getting them on active baits for sure. I don't know. I'm still gonna wait out the trout plant. I don't get to fish for trout much. That last time was like what 2.5 years. That last video. First stock I didn't catch anything, but it's fun. It's different. It's fun to catch different. Plus, I'm using a spinning reel, which I never use, so it gives me something a lot different to do. They don't fight. They fight pretty hard at first, then they just kind of flop around on the top, kind of like the crappie. I hate crappie. Oh yeah, this is good. This is good. What happened? Huh? It's not fighting anymore. Ah, it's a big ass crappie. That's why. They always give up early. See? Good man. Good man. Option number 1, then option number 2. I don't know. I said it's usually the last 3 days. They could have already stocked. Who knows? Be able to tell when you get there. But it's usually Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Those are the golden days. History of the lake. Those are the golden days. I'm just thinking since the first stock was Wednesday, the second stock was Friday, they're going to split it down the middle this time. And they're going to put them in on Thursday. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but Who knows? Fishing gamers are tricky. Tricky, tricky, tricky. But it should be fun either way. Yeah, first time they stocked it like 11. Last time they stocked it 10:30. So somewhere in that window. 10:30, 11, 11:30. Galen did tell me one time they stocked it like 3. Everybody else had left, and he was the only one there, and they showed up. But there might have been traffic or a delay. Who knows what happened that day. But usually it's around the 11 o'clock mark. I just want to be able to catch a bunch on the rooster tail again. And then go to the go to the mini jig pattern after that. Seems to be the way to get them. Heat them up with the active bait within the first hour they're in there, and then go to the mini jig. Or I don't know. I probably could have caught a lot more throwing the rooster tail with the mini jig for sure, but rooster tail's so much easier to fish. You just reel it in. Reeled in, they hit it. You're golden. What time is it? 10:04. I try to fly. Yeah, that's why I used to always catch them. I remember at Pinot Lake and some of my lakes when I was younger than that. I'd put on a bubble on the fly and I'd catch them. But I don't know. Weren't that many of them hitting on the top there. I mean, on their own, there weren't. I seem to really like the bottom there. At least that last plant. They weren't hitting the top too much. Plus the water's a little dingy. I mean, they don't know. They used things come from the top because in the plant and the hatcheries they feed them from above, so they're used to looking up. But I don't know. They probably get disoriented a bit when they get in a lake, and they're used to crystal clear water, and it's mucky, and they're like, they don't know where they are. They're like, what the fuck's going on here, man? Where's my 4 square walls of cement? And what are these things that are trying to eat us? I've never seen this thing before. Why are things chasing us and eating us? That's never happened. I'm like 2 years old now. This is not what? Huh? Is that how you treat us? We got weird brown things and other fish like us eating us? What's going on here? Yes, who knows? Yeah, it'll be fun though. It'll be fun. Be able to catch something. It's good. That other show I put up, it's doing pretty good. It's got like almost 400 views. It's doing better than the first video. First video had like 311. It hasn't moved much, but the second one, yeah, it's up to almost 400. Closer to 400 than 300. It's still getting views. Better title and thumbnail though. Well, yeah, better title. First one was just first trout adventure of the year. Second was oh yeah, epic day. Catching fish after fish after fish. So I don't know how we're gonna have to do the next one, but should be fun. All right, guys, I'm gonna be stepping out on this one. I said I was up, did almost a 6 hour live last night, and I gotta get up early because I gotta upload uh, my funny animal video tomorrow before I head to the lake, and I want to get there, around like 10:30 or so. So yeah, Anthony, yeah, come join us. Come check it out tomorrow. All right, so there might be more people there. All right, that's good though. That'll be fun. Um, yeah, I don't know if Anthony's still in here, but he said he was gonna come try. Good plan. Check it out in the morning. If they don't stock, head to Pinto. That sounds good. But yeah, thank you guys for coming in. Um, hope others on here, maybe that watch this after it's become not a live but a regular upload. Hopefully some of the other locals see. All right, yeah, I'll be there probably about that. I'll try to get there around 10:30, but yeah, definitely before 11. And yeah, I'll see you there. Tito, hopefully, maybe we'll hook up Saturday and do another show, or I don't know, or I go to Pinto. Either way, thanks a lot, guys. I won't see you again. I'm not doing the Sundays anymore. As far as I know, I might. I'm not doing the skate and fish anymore. It's just kind of, I don't know. Because I'm Fishing Channel. Not many people show up for the skating thing. And then I don't seem to catch shit fishing at night there. At least not now. So I will definitely be back. All right. Yeah, I'll call you. Yeah, so I'm still keeping them Monday, Tuesday, and those are definitely my positive live days. Monday night panel, Tuesday night fish talk. Uploads Wednesday, Friday now. I'm probably not going to be doing the Throwback Thursdays for a while. Just because, I don't know. I kind of like them when it gets really bad, like December, January. Throw them in as an extra. But I like to give my videos now like a day to breathe before another upload, and doing it 3 times in a row is getting a little. But change stuff up. But thanks a lot, guys. I will at least see one of you tomorrow, and hopefully one of the other of you on Saturday. And I'm out, guys. Bam!